lived in this one-bedroom apartment over top of a garage with no heat, no hot water, no electricity, cooking on kerosene heaters, doing loads of wash in the bathtub. Any hot water that we did have, we heated up on the kerosene heater. I was the dirty little kid whose parents were the drug addicts upstairs. Dirty Brian. The kids I hung with, they gave me that name, and it stuck with me for quite a few years. Yeah, I had a teacher one day tell my mom, he pulled my mom aside and he said, look, he said, the bathroom in the boys' gym, I have a key to it, and he's more than welcome to come in early and get a shower in the school gym without any of the other kids knowing about it, because he's coming to class smelling like urine. Yeah, that was very embarrassing and very terrifying, because I knew people already thought ill of me already because of who my mom was and what they were associated with. For me to hear that from him kind of reassured me that, yeah, I was the dirty little kid everybody was always talking about anyway. First time I ever used marijuana, I guess I was about 12. I'd say at least 12. It was more or less like first time I tried cigarettes, like it was a socially acceptable thing to do. I had some friends over after my mother went out of town and told me not to have a party. I had friends over. We wound up getting into a confrontation. It got physical. It led to me being stabbed twice, once in my chest and once in my arm, on Mother's Day, of all days. Good way for my mother to have to come rushing home. Happy Mother's Day. My friends had actually got this guy to give him a whole bunch of cocaine, about 4 ounces of it. And he gave it to them to sell, and we ended up saying, well, we're tougher than you, so we're just going to take it and keep it and do it. So about 8 of us sat around a table for about 3 days, and other than the occasional beer run and cigarette run, nobody left that house for about 3 days until it was all gone. When Angelina was born, I was still pretty much drinking and drugging, because I was still on that self-destructive path of I don't have any cares in the world other than making sure my bills are paid. Other than that, whatever I do with the rest of my money and the rest of my time is up to me. And it usually always wound up being the next day, no money, hungover, broke, miserable. Yeah, there was one Sunday when I had been thinking about what I needed to do to accept Jesus into my heart, and I finally worked up the courage to ask what I needed to do, and I went through the steps with members of our church and set up the baptism for about a week later. On February 10th, I was baptized, and it was awesome. As a child, I didn't have a lot of hope because there wasn't anything. The hope I had as a child was, I hope there's breakfast on the tip, something to eat in there. I hope that, I wake up and my mom's not dead. And I hope that, me and my brothers don't get taken away from my mom. Now I hope I'm doing all I can do to be a better Christian. I hope that God sees my efforts and knows that I'm trying. You know, I have faith in God now. I just invite anybody who's thought about coming to church on a regular basis and opening yourself up to God and letting Him come inside you and show you exactly what He's capable of. If I can do it, I think that there's plenty of other people out there that have the courage inside of them to just open themselves up and let themselves be a part of something as magnificent as praising God.